Hey my beautiful Libra peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-May 2022 tarot reading. How are you guys? I hope you guys are well. Without further ado, let's jump on into this and see what we got going on. What do we got coming in here for the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-May 2022. Let's go ahead and give it a check out. First card out is going to be the Choose Your Battles card. And then moving on to the next card we have here for Libra will also be Joy and Stability. Ooh, I like that for you, baby. So let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. So we have here Choose Your Battles, and we also have here Joy and Stability. So if you choose the correct thing to walk away from, you could definitely have a lot of joy and stability here. It kind of feels to me like if you walk away from a situation that just really isn't worth it right now, you could be having so much more joy and stability than if you were to keep on investing in something that's toxic or a battle in general that is working against your joy and stability in general. So Libra, coming up here into mid-May, it feels to me like it's time to definitely be mindful here of what type of battles you're choosing, because you could have it so much better than the way that it's currently showing up. By the way, I did hit my microphone. Sorry if that was like a loud thump, guys. I did not mean to do that. All right, let's go ahead though and continue on with the read. So we're going to start out here with your recent past, your previous energies. Yeah, let's take a look here into the recent past for Libra and see what's going on. What do we have here for the recent past for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we got going on? We have here the Page of Pentacles. All right, moving on forward from that, we also have here the Knight of Cups. And then lastly, for my Libra peeps, we have here the Eight of Wands. So coming into your recent past, pretty good energy. Nothing to really complain about, to be quite honest. You know, Page of Pentacles here, Knight of Cups, and then the Eight of Wands. You took a chance on something here for sure. Whatever this is you took a chance on, it grew into something pretty wonderful. You know, anytime you tend to see the Eight of Wands, this is a card that usually represents a pretty positive transformation. So it feels to me like this could represent a relationship potentially for a few of you. Maybe you guys got invested in a relationship, you found a connection with somebody, and it turned out into something wonderful. This also could be about maybe you got a good job. That could be talking about stability in the sense of financial stability. So maybe you guys got a really awesome job that tied you down with great financial stability as well. But looking into your recent past, everything seems relatively good. I feel like you went towards something you wanted, you went after something you wanted, and it tended to work out in your favor. Now let's go ahead and have a look here at the current energies for mid-May. What are going to be the current energies here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-May 2022. What are going to be the current energies? And we have here a Queen of Pentacles. All right, moving on forward from that, we have here the Chariot. And then lastly for you, Libra, is going to be the Three of Swords. So it does feel to me now that things have definitely changed up quite a bit. The Three of Swords coming into play now, that could signify a couple different things. It could signify an ending, it could signify a separation, it could even represent a broken heart. So when you're looking at what's going on in mid-May now, the Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Three of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, it's a card of self-care. So after something here ended, you're doing your best here to take care of yourself. You're doing your best here to try to move on. So it looks to me like what you had here did not work out in your recent past, because looking at how it's going today, it seems to me that there's separation that's happened. So let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. I want to clarify real fast. Why do we have here the Three of Swords? Why is the Three of Swords jumping up here for Libra regarding mid-May 2022? And that card is going to be the Justice card. So something here definitely was not balanced, I feel. Maybe this could potentially be that you walked away from somebody, or somebody could have walked away from you. Genuinely, it goes either way. So there was definitely unbalanced energies in a connection here. If this is about love, you and another person here just weren't on the same plane of resonation anymore. If this is about your job here just wasn't really in alignment with what you've wanted anymore, or maybe something happened in your job that unfortunately resulted in a separation from whatever job you were invested in. So something that was going pretty well in your past here is in a completely different energy today, moving throughout mid-May. All right, let's go ahead and get one more card for the Three of Swords, and that card is going to be the Judgment card. Yeah, it's about time here to take a chance to invest yourself in something else. So what this looks like to me, Libra, with the Choose Your Battles card coming up over here and Joy and Stability, it feels to me like the universe is trying to say, like, look, you did have something pretty wonderful here in your past, whether that may have been a relationship, a job, financial stability, or anything at all. You did have something relatively good, but coming into today, whatever was working out great for you in the past just isn't working out for you here now. And you can be in the energy where you continue to try to fight for whatever this is you had. You could be trying to make the past be the present again. You know, this might be the energy, Libra, of you trying to keep a relationship together, trying to keep on keeping a job together. Maybe if you were let go of one, you know, it's the energy of like, I just want everything to be the way it was again. You know, you could be in that energy where you're fighting to keep something to remain the same, but the universe is saying there's still joy and stability out there, right? Just because you had joy and stability in this situation in reference to your past doesn't mean that there isn't another path for you that cannot create joy and stability again for you. So the universe is trying to say, come to a place of acceptance. You know, you can fight to try to make the past become the present again, or you can say, let me accept what happened. Let me allow myself to let go of this current situation, and let me embrace my future, because what else is waiting for you in your future, Libra? More joy and stability is waiting there for you. So the universe wants you guys to look forward and not look backwards, because you never know what's going to be in that new door that you open. It might be a completely new form of joy and stability that you never even expected to receive. So the gist of it so far is the universe is trying to say, by being stuck in the past or by wishing that things were still the same, even though they're not, is only going to keep you stuck. If you want to have that joy and stability again, you very well likely can have it, but just with a completely new beginning and new situation, all right? Whatever it is that you had, kind of appreciate it for what it was. Appreciate the memories here, right? In your recent past, something was well, something was amazing. Appreciate that moment. Appreciate that you had a experience of it, right? But coming into today, try to focus on forward movement here with the Chariot. Try to embrace your future now, because there's going to be a whole new outlet that brings you the joy and stability you want. All right? Let's go ahead and see the challenge for you guys this month. What's going to be the challenge here for Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-May. We do have here the Queen of Cups. Moving on forward from that, what else do we have? We have here the Six of Wands. And then lastly, for my Libra peeps, we have here the Ace of Cups. So the challenge here is finding something that is going to grab your attention, that is going to grab your fulfillment, and that is going to immerse you into that happy and pleasurable feeling. I think the challenge is like, I'm kind of scared I'm not going to find something that I care about again, or that I'm going to find something that I love again. It's like this worry here that you're not going to find something that really recreates that feeling of joy and stability. And the thing about this, Libra, is that it's not so much about creating the same feeling that your past brought you. It's about creating an even better feeling this month, right? I think that's the most important thing. You know, something can give you joy and stability, but instead of recreating that feeling, why don't we create something even better than what you've already previously experienced? So the challenge here is that you're pretty scared and nervous that whatever comes your way in your future is just simply not going to live up to what you've already expected and what you've already experienced. And I think that a lot of people get this energy often. I think a lot of people feel this way in their life, especially when it comes towards love. You know, there's many people sometimes that have amazing relationships with somebody, and unfortunately those relationships result in a breakup. And when that breakup happens, they feel like they're never going to find a partner that can compare to their ex. They're never going to find a person that can live up or even be better than what their ex brought to the table. And when you get stuck in that energy, all you're going to do is push away all the future opportunities that come your way because you feel like nothing will ever compare. When I say this, I mean this 110%. There is always something better out there. All right? There's always going to be something better out there. And the thing is that if you're happy where you're at, if you're content where you're at, enjoy it. That'll be the best for you. But when you're in a situation where you've lost something or where something stopped working out and you believe that there genuinely isn't going to be something better out there, I promise you there always will be. So Libras, you feel like nothing will compare. That seems to be the challenge. Let's see where things are going to be going though. Where are things going to be going here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-May 2022. First card out is going to be a King of Cups. Moving on down to the next card for you, we do have here the Two of Pentacles. And then lastly for my Libra peeps is going to be the Nine of Pentacles. So taking a look at taking a look at what you're dealing with here moving throughout mid-May, we got here the King of Cups, we got here the Two of Pentacles, we got here the Nine of Pentacles. So essentially what you'll be dealing with throughout the rest of this month is trying to be emotionally grounded with the King of Cups, but at the same time, not being able to juggle that feeling. It's pretty hard to be emotionally grounded when you're still missing what you've lost, right? And with the Nine of Pentacles coming into play over here, you're trying to remove yourself from the past. You're trying to be more confident in your future, but it goes all right back to that same challenge that we mentioned here coming up in your mid-month. You know, the challenge is like, I just feel like nothing's going to compare to what I lost. Nothing's going to compare to what I had in my past. And that's what makes me really worried about a future, because right now I'm taking care of myself. Right now I'm going through a bit of pain after losing something important to me. And I just feel like nothing will ever live up to it. So based upon what you're dealing with, you know, you're dealing with this feeling of trying to be grounded, trying to be hopeful for a positive future, but unable to shake the feeling that nothing will ever compare. So I still see that being a very big prime candidate, a huge type of theme appearing for you guys throughout your mid-month. It's just like I'm trying to really be open to a new future, but I just don't feel like it's ever going to be the same. And that's the thing, it's never going to be the same, but it could be better. It really could. You just have to open up your mind to that, you know? So Libras, that's what I got here so far for you. Let's go ahead and jump and see where things are going for you guys throughout the second half of the month. Where are things going to be going here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-May 2022. First card out, we do have here the Nine of Wands. Taking a look at the next card, we have here the High Priestess. And then lastly for you is going to be the Fool card. Cool. So I actually do like this energy for you. I mean, with the Nine of Wands showing up here at first, Nine of Wands is typically one of those zodiacs. No, one of those cards here, okay? That is keeping everything in, keeping things to yourself. But I do feel like the more you kind of connect with your higher self, the more you connect and think about the situation, you start to open up and realize, okay, maybe, just maybe, I should have a little bit more faith. Maybe, just maybe, I should have a little bit more hope here and give myself a brand new beginning. I should just jump into the unknown and say, hey, I never know what's going to be on the other side of that door. That was even a statement that I mentioned earlier in the reading where I said, guys, you have no idea when you have a new beginning, right? When you close one door, another door inevitably opens. You're never going to know what's behind that new door. It could be something spectacular, beyond your wildest dreams, beyond your wildest beliefs. So with this being said, based upon where things are going, I feel like you're going to end up having this really deep moment with yourself. It could potentially be a spiritual download because the High Priestess card could represent a spiritual download coming in. So this could be a spiritual download happening here for a few of you, where your guides are giving you that message of like, hey, let's have this deep conversation with yourself. Let's have this massive realization that it's time to let go and it's time to embrace what comes forward. But you're going to just have that realization of, okay, there has to be something better out here. Obviously, this situation wasn't meant for me. I have to be open to it. I have to be open to the idea that something better can exist. So I see you guys naturally getting involved in that energy without really needing much of a push, because if you're not pushing yourself, your spirit guides here are definitely pushing you a bit moving throughout the month. So Libras, as far as what we got here coming into mid-May 2022, you know, the first thing that was appearing here, the biggest theme that was showing up was the Choose Your Battles card paired with Joy and Stability. You know, the Choose Your Battles was trying to say, hey, you know, you could be stuck right now trying to fight to regain the same feelings that you've experienced in your past, or you can accept that there's better out there and get that joy and stability instead by moving on from what you previously dealt with and embracing all the new. You know, the Chariot card here, new path, new situation. So your guides are really pushing for you guys to say, hey, I got to accept that this is over, appreciate it for what it was, and allow myself to move on. And in doing so, and by moving on, I can experience something new. And the new thing that I do experience can bring me in this joy and stability. It's not going to be the same as what I've experienced here, but it in fact could be better. You know, they want you to open up to your belief here that it could be better, because indeed it can. All right, Libra, we're going to go ahead and jump to the outcome here for you guys moving throughout the second half of your May. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Team Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout May 2022. And what do we have? We have here the Three of Pentacles. This is actually the card. I don't know if you guys saw, I had a card fall out of the deck and I wanted to reshuffle, but it's the same exact card that fell out of the deck. So we do have here the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles here, it's a card of feeling like things are starting to work out here, feeling like things are starting to flow. So you're going to start off here in mid-May essentially feeling like, I can't move past my past. I can't let go of what I had and what I've lost. I feel like nothing is ever going to compare or live up to it. I just feel like I lost something huge and it's just never going to be the same. And then you start to go throughout the rest of this month and you start to get this feeling of like, well, maybe there is something better out there. And the more you start to tell yourself that, the more you start to believe. I do feel, like I said, you're probably going to have a deep conversation. It could be a deep conversation with a friend. It could be a deep conversation you have with yourself, or maybe your guides here send you in some sort of intuitive download. But you're going to come to the realization moving more towards the end of May of, I have to believe that there is something better out there, because whatever's meant for me is meant for me, right? If you've ever heard that saying, if it was meant to be, it would have. And at the end of the day, it would have been, right? If you and this person were meant to be, or if you and this situation were meant to be together, it would have happened. It would have stood. It would not have ended, right? Your path would still be intact. But because the path here is broken up, you're meant for something else. And of course, whatever the thing is you're meant for is going to be the better thing for you, right? So ultimately, Libra, like I mentioned, this reading can really apply to anything. This does not have to be strictly about like your love life. It could be about your career. It could be about your friendships. It could be about your family. So take it how it resonates personally to you. But there is something here in your recent past that was going incredibly well. Unfortunately, a 180 occurred and things changed. And, you are in that place where you're missing something. And it's valid. You're allowed to miss something that was wonderful. But your guides are saying that it's time for you to start embracing the future, because we have set up this new path for you to experience nothing but the best. So keep your beliefs up that that next door that you open is going to be something magical. That next door that you open, Libra, is going to be something wonderful, because the more we move forward, the closer and closer we get to all the amazing things we've always been seeking. There's always better out there. All right? All right, Libra. Hopefully this message was not a little bit too redundant. I did not try to be super redundant here, so if I was, I do apologize. But nonetheless, thank you for tuning in and viewing anyways. It is always appreciated. Shout out to all of you. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Enjoy the rest of May, Libra, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.